example, the big part of balancing of equation. So if you balance this equation here, H2SO4 plus KOH plus K2SO4 plus what? H2O. Now let's check if this equation is balanced. We have 2 hydrogen here, another 1 hydrogen here. So that's to say this 2 plus this 1 will give us 3 hydrogen. Are you there? Okay. Now sulfur here we have 1 sulfur. Then oxygen, we have 1 oxygen here too. 1 plus 4 will give us 5 oxygen. Potassium is 1. So we have done hydrogen before. Now let's check if they are okay here. Now potassium here, over here at the product side now, we have potassium to be 2. Remember potassium here is 1, but here is not 2. Equation is not balanced. So let's check sulfur. Sulfur here is 1. Oxygen, there's 1 here also, that's 5 oxygen, but hydrogen here is what? Is 2. Now let's check the elements that are giving us headache in this equation. The reason the equation is not balanced. Hydrogen here is 3, hydrogen here is 2, so hydrogen is not balanced. Oxygen here is 5, oxygen is balanced. Sulfur here is 1, sulfur is balanced. Potassium here is 1, potassium here is what? 2. It is not balanced. So what do? It's very simple. Let's look for a way to balance them now. So I'm going to be balancing it equal to what? K2SO4 plus H2O. Now, when you are balancing a chemical equation, the main thing you should focus on the ones that are causing the headache, the ones that make it not to be balanced. Like here, we have hydrogen and potassium. They are the reason the equation is not balanced. So what do? The first thing, let's try this method now. Since we have 2 potassium here, let's also make this side 2. Let's try it now. So if I introduce 2 in this place now, remember, note this. When the moment you introduce 2 here, the 2 is not just affecting potassium, it's also affecting oxygen, also affecting hydrogen. So note that. So the moment I introduce oxygen here, automatically oxygen will change. Oxygen and hydrogen will change. So now 2 potassium here, oxygen here becomes what? 2. Hydrogen here becomes 2. Now look, oxygen here is 4. 4 plus this, so automatically oxygen has become what? 6. Oxygen has become 6. Just let's follow me and let's balance it together. So hydrogen here is now 2. Remember, hydrogen here was 2 before, so hydrogen has become, that's 2 plus 2, hydrogen has become 4. Good. Now let's continue. Now sulfur remains. So we did not introduce any number here. Sulfur remains. Now let's check if it is balanced with this one. Potassium here is 2 now. Potassium here is 2. Potassium is balanced. Now let's check. Sulfur remains. Oxygen is 5 here. But remember, we have 6 oxygen here. So we also need to make this one to be as this one. So what do? Remember, hydrogen here is 4. Hydrogen here is what? 2. So if I introduce 2 here, 2 times 2 will give me 4. So hydrogen is now the same. Hydrogen is now 4. Get it now? Now, these 2 that I introduced here is not only affecting hydrogen, it's also affecting oxygen. So automatically, potassium is equal to 2 here, sulfur is also equal to 1. You see that this equation is now balanced. Oxygen here 6, oxygen here 6, hydrogen here 4, hydrogen here 4, sulfur here 1, sulfur here 1, potassium here 2, potassium here 2.